It feels like 1,000 years have passed since Princess Peach first summoned Mario to the seedy city of Rogueport to hunt for legendary treasure. In reality, it's only been 20 since Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door graced the GameCube, but it seems longer because the series has abandoned its traditional turn-based RPG battles ever since. The Thousand-Year Door rapidly faded into legend, kept alive by the spoken word of longtime Nintendo fans who clung on to hope that it would one day open again. Finally, that patience has paid off, as the Nintendo Switch remake of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door is the definitive version of this classic adventure. It unquestionably justifies why the original is so treasured, pairing a faithful recreation of one of Mario's most iconic quests with modern improvements that keep it feeling fresh even 2 decades later. Just as Princess Peach tells Mario he must come to Rogueport, I'm telling you that you must play The Thousand-Year Door. It's still impressive how distinct this RPG feels from any other game in the Mario universe. The surprisingly gritty world of Rogueport and its surrounding towns, a lovable cast of offbeat partners, and an Indiana Jones-style race between Mario and the scheming X-Nauts to unlock the secret behind the sleeping door give this journey an unforgettable identity that's passed the test of time with flying colors. It helps that this Switch remake is absolutely gorgeous, with lovingly redone character models and dazzling environments that fully commit to the original's papery storybook aesthetic. It maintains 30 frames per second very consistently, as I only notice slight frame rate dips in crowded moments like this, but it doesn't happen very often. The revamped soundtrack is amazing too, with outstanding updated versions of the original tunes and new area-specific battle theme arrangements. The sharp, laugh-out-loud script is consistently as funny and charming today as it was in 2004. The Thousand-Year Door wastes no time setting its irreverent tone. Just minutes after Mario sets foot in Rogueport, this brawl breaks out in the background. Almost everyone does or says something hilarious that also serves the excellent world building, like the evil, cackling spirits who are convinced they're cursing Mario for all eternity, when they're actually blessing him with a useful paper ability. Side characters constantly intertwine with Mario's journey, and some folks even email him life updates with adorable photos attached. How thoughtful! Small interludes also stand out, like ones where you play as Princess Peach or Bowser. Parts of Peach's segments haven't aged super gracefully. It plays up the fact that she has to take off her dress 3 separate times across less than 30 total minutes of Peach gameplay, but it's still fun to see how she assists Mario from afar. Meanwhile, the Bowser sections offer a glimpse of how he comically mismanages his dysfunctional army when he's not getting tossed around by Mario. And of course, there's Luigi, who updates Mario on his parallel misadventures in the Waffle Kingdom. Mario can't even stay awake to hear poor Luigi's whole story, but I love soaking up every word of it. Mario's quest to collect the crystal stars is the backdrop for each chapter, but the most unforgettable moments come from the smaller stories. One crystal star is the crown jewel of a wrestling championship belt, kicking off an incredible sequence where Mario climbs the ranks in the Glitz Pit's cutthroat pro wrestling world. Every chapter has its own flavor, and it's always delightful to see where Mario and friends end up next. Speaking of friends, Mario's party of 7 partners is one of the Thousand-Year Door's greatest strengths. Each party member has a well-defined design and personality. Koops is an insecure Koopa who travels with Mario to avenge his father, while Goombella is a smart, sassy student studying archaeology. The companion backstories are generally very sweet and oftentimes strikingly mature and emotionally resonant, which highlights how the series hasn't managed to match their quality since. When exploring, each partner's unique skill helps out. You can kick Koops' shell to hit switches or grab items, while Yoshi significantly increases your speed and can flutter across gaps. The new partner ring lets you change characters on the fly, making some late-game puzzles that require lots of partner switching much snappier. Partners also fight alongside Mario during the Thousand-Year Door's excellent turn-based battles. Paper Mario's trademark action commands are here, where you deal more and take less damage if you properly time the correct button presses. But the Thousand Year Door's combat has so many interesting layers, and I never got tired of fighting at any point during the 30-hour campaign. For example, collectible badges let you customize Mario's abilities however you want as long as you have enough badge points to equip them. There are over 80 to find. Some give Mario powerful new attacks like the Quake Hammer. Others impact stats like the P up D down badge that boosts attack power but sacrifices defense. I turned Mario into a glass cannon where perfect action commands disposed of enemies in a flash, but any mistake led to him taking serious damage. The live audience at each battle also truly pushes them to the next level. When a fight begins, Mushroom Kingdom citizens frantically rush into the auditorium to watch it unfold, cheering when Mario does well and leaving early when things go poorly. Are they trying to beat traffic? Balancing fighting with appealing to the crowd is so dynamic, and it's even more entertaining when you pull off stylish moves that add flourishes to attacks and make the crowd go wild. Pumping them up fills Mario's special attack meter, and it's one of the coolest mechanics I've ever seen in an RPG. The fights aren't especially difficult, with the exception of some late-game bosses and optional challenges. But keeping track of all the mechanics at play is always fun. And if you're a Paper Mario rookie, the new Battle Master Toad lets you practice your action command timing with no penalty for messing up. The one major flaw I wish this remake had done more to fix is the main quest's over-reliance on backtracking. Most areas have two major points of interest separated by several linear pathways, and the campaign frequently forces you to travel back and forth between them multiple times. On the pirate island of Keelhaul Key, Mario travels all the way here to help Captain Bobbery, who then needs a refreshing drink that's all the way here back at camp. Mario delivers the cola, Captain Bobbery accompanies him back to camp again, only to turn around one more time to head all the way back to the other side of the island where the next dungeon awaits. It can be exhausting, although the new partner ring means your trusty Yoshi steed is more accessible than ever, so at least it's quicker to run back and forth than it was on GameCube. And Developer Intelligence Systems added this super helpful shortcut that means you only have to do this annoying, precise Yoshi platforming once. So they removed the painful part, but not the actual trek, and the level design remains noticeably outdated in a remake that otherwise feels pretty modern. The best addition is the revamped Warp Pipe Room. This fast travel hub is a total game changer. For instance, in the original, the only way to get to the Glitz Pit's floating island was to ride the blimp all the way there on the far side of Rogueport. Now, this pipe zips you straight there. Just don't think too hard about how that works. Longtime fans will remember Chapter 7's particularly ridiculous quest that requires revisiting every major town, but thanks to the new and improved Warp Pipe Room, I was done with this mission in less than 10 minutes. It wasn't a particularly stellar 10 minutes, but it was a lot less tedious than what I'd been braced for. That helps with the entirely optional side quests too, which are pretty standard fetch quests. Sometimes they're good for a laugh, like this mouse's strange demand. But the rewards are mostly items or coins that can easily be found elsewhere. I also dislike that Mario can still only accept one side quest at a time from Rogueport's Trouble Center, and you must solve or abandon it before taking on a new task. As it stands, they don't seem worth doing, with the exception of one extremely worthwhile reward I won't spoil here. And thankfully, you don't see any tedium in the fantastic dungeons that are part of the main story. These are always packed with clever puzzles, useful collectibles, and epic boss fights that shake up the usual battle conventions in interesting cinematic ways. Paper Mario has finally returned to its RPG roots with an amazingly loyal and visually dazzling remake of the Thousand Year Door. Everything fans have been begging Nintendo to bring back is here, including a delightfully varied turn-based battle system with satisfying real-time elements and unique, lovable party members who are essential to both the story and gameplay. Rogueport and its surrounding areas are bursting with personality thanks to writing that's just as sharp and funny today as it was in 2004. It also introduces a host of modern improvements that streamline but don't eliminate the original's backtracking issues, easily making this the best way to experience Mario's quest to gather the crystal stars. There's a reason The Thousand Year Door has been considered one of the greatest Nintendo games for the last 20 years, and this brilliant remake ensures it will maintain that reputation for at least 1,000 more. For more, check out our reviews of the Super Mario RPG Remake and Princess Peach Showtime. And for everything else, stick with IGN.